Welcome to the Reparenting Daily podcast. In this podcast, we'll dive deep into reparenting, exploring tools and resources to help us through our journey. The podcast is divided into 3 sections. First is a reading. Second is a discussion of the reading followed by a journal prompt. And the last section is a peaceful meditation for closing. Hello and good morning. Today's reading is from Letting Go by David R. Hawkins. He's a medical doctor and PhD. It's an excellent book when you have the time to check it out. Today we're starting at chapter 2, and it's called The Mechanism of Letting Go. What is it? Letting go is like the sudden cessation of an inner pressure or the dropping of a weight. It is accompanied by a sudden feeling of relief and lightness, with an increased happiness and freedom. It is an actual mechanism of the mind, and everyone has experienced it on occasion. A good example is the following. You are in the midst of an intense argument. You are angry and upset, when suddenly the whole thing strikes you as absurd and ridiculous. You start to laugh. The pressure is relieved. You come up from anger, fear, and feeling attacked to feeling suddenly free and happy. Think how great it would be if you could do that all of the time, in any place and with any event. You could always feel free and happy, and never be conquered by your feelings again. That's what this technique is all about, letting go consciously and frequently at will. You are then in charge of how you feel. You are no longer at the mercy of the world and your reactions to it. You are no longer the victim. This is employing the basic teaching of the Buddha, which removes the pressure of involuntary reactivity. We carry around with us a huge reservoir of accumulated negative feelings, attitudes, and beliefs. The accumulated pressure makes us miserable and is the basis for many our illnesses and problems. We are resigned to it and explain it as the human condition. We seek to escape from it in a myriad of ways. The average human life is spent trying to avoid and run from the inner turmoil of fear and the threat of misery. Everyone's self-esteem is constantly threatened, both from within and from without. If we take a close look at human life, we see that it is essentially one long, elaborate struggle to escape our inner fears and expectations that have been projected upon the world. Interspersed are periods of celebration when we have momentarily escaped the inner fears, but the fears are still there waiting for us. We have become afraid of our inner feelings because they hold such a massive amount of negativity that we fear we will be overwhelmed by it if we were to take a deeper look. We have a fear of these feelings because we have no conscious mechanism by which to handle the feelings if we let them come up within ourselves. Because we are afraid to face them, they continue to accumulate, and finally, we secretly begin looking forward to death to bring all of the pain to an end. It is no thought or facts. It is not thoughts or facts that are painful, but the feelings that accompany them. Thoughts in and of themselves are painless, but not the feelings that underlie them. Thank you for being here, and that's our reading for today. Yes, Letting Go. This is truly an excellent book. It was one of the first I came across in my healing journey, the beginning of 2020. It truly is an outstanding read. So I do strongly recommend it for those in this journey if you have not had a chance to check it out. Letting go is difficult. This reading makes me reflect back to yesterday for myself. I was having a lot of feelings of anger. I think the abandonment melange. So the exacerbated thoughts of fear of the abandonment from, or my perceived abandonment, I should say, from family. And I add that qualifier perceived because it is my perception of abandonment. Because my needs my needs are not met, at least the needs that I have to qualify as a supportive, non-abandoning relationship. And I've come to understand that it's possible that my needs or expectation of others for those needs is possibly a bit elevated. That tends to happen when you come from a dysfunctional family. It's easy to fall into a trap of, because your parents were not meeting your needs and your earliest relationships, later in life you can tend to, one of the ways this manifests is having higher expectations than normal for your friendships, your partners, and other relationships. So it's important to be mindful of that and to be careful. Letting go is something that is so important to be able to move forward, to be able to establish your own identity, to stand in your own power. Letting go is so important. It comes back to shifting your perspective to an empowered perspective. I was just listening to a TED Talk. If I can find it, I might share it here later, but he was saying the importance of getting rid of your story, your personal narrative, as a way of breaking free from the chains of the past, these repetitive stories. How to break free from this imprisonment, how to redefine your life and to take ownership. Letting go can help you creating that new perspective and building it. Letting go can help you address the physical damages caused to your body. Letting go will bring health, energy, reduce fatigue, increase feelings of joy, reduce feelings of pressure and stress, and increase feelings of connectedness. And so today, I'd like to encourage you to reflect on letting go. Letting go. How do those words strike you, letting go? What is your initial reaction? Are you drawn to that? Does it repel you? Do you struggle to let go, or do you let go a little bit too easily? That could be another side of the coin. In any case, today, take some time to reflect on what letting go means to you and where in your life you're still holding on. Reflect on where you're still holding on and the benefits that await you once you finally embrace letting go. Thank you for being here today, and be well. And now, let us move on to the final section, the meditation. This is an unguided meditation. I will simply provide some music and you can take some time to relax. Please feel free to choose a location and a place where you feel safe and where you can be undisturbed for the next 10 minutes. You can choose to be sitting down, standing, as you like, wherever you are most comfortable. Thank you for being here and enjoy the meditation.